I thought that was a great response. Let's go right now to National Harbor, Maryland, and the site of CPAC. We've got the chairman of the American Conservative Union, Matt Schlapp. Matt, so we're looking behind you. I don't see any wars breaking out yet between the pro-Trump and the anti-Trump voters. This is going to be one of the most remarkable CPACs in its very long history. How are things going so far?
Things are going great. I think last night we had a debate watch party, and this hall was full, and we got to hear people were cheering vigorously for the candidate of their choice, and booing from time to time as well. My take on this, the people who have come from across the country, Joe, is that they feel like this is a critical moment for the conservative movement, a critical moment for the nation, and I think they're just going to leave everything on the field. I mean, they are going after each other aggressively.
Matt, it's Kathy Kay here. One of the kind of great mysteries of this campaign is why Donald Trump has done so well with conservatives and with evangelical Christians who don't even particularly believe that he is very Christian. How do you explain it?
You know, I think what happened is that normally your Christian conservative voter, and I would consider myself one of them, would care about the right to life and traditional marriage and questions of public faith or private faith in the public sector and in the public square. And instead what's happened is because on all those issues, really progressives have won. Now what a lot of Christian conservatives are saying is, could the government please just leave me alone and let me practice my faith and have my beliefs? Maybe I can't get the government to agree with those beliefs, but I want the government to leave me alone. And that type of setup, someone like Donald Trump can come in and say, I will be a strong force to make that happen. I think that's also true with some of the other candidates as well who are running.
Steve Ratner.
Matt, apart from the Romney speech yesterday, which obviously has gotten a lot of headlines, there's been a pretty steady procession of senior elected Republican congressmen, local officials, whatever, saying, I'm not voting for Donald Trump under any circumstance. If Mr. Trump gets past the 1237, gets the nomination, do you believe the party can be unified with that many people? I've never seen that in my lifetime, that many people saying they will not vote for him, period.
Steve, look, I'm concerned about it. I'm more concerned about that than I've ever been since I've been in politics. One of the things that's going to happen at CPAC is we're going to air all these differences. We're going to have a straw poll. We had a debate yesterday about gay marriage and the future of religious freedom. We're going to have a debate today about immigration. Should we do something big, or should we just go back to just wall and protect them, enforcing our laws? Conservatives have a lot of disagreements. We're going to air those disagreements. Here's one thing I heard last night, Steve, that gives me hope. I heard every one of those Republicans on the stage say they would support the nominee. I think that's the critical step here for conservatives and for Republicans. As painful as Donald Trump might be for some, as painful as Ted Cruz might be for others, whoever gets out of this nominating process, if they can all pull together and support the winner, and the people in this room can too, I think we have a fighting shot against what it looks like to be Hillary Clinton.
Bianna.
Matt, hi, good to see you. So we heard the other nominees say that if Donald Trump was the nominee, that they would in fact support him. But juxtapose that to a few hours earlier where you had party elders like Mitt Romney and John McCain speak so ill-willed of Donald Trump. How do you square the two? How do you resolve the internal battle going on in your party right now?
Well, first of all, we have to acknowledge that it's happening. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. It is absolutely happening. There are tons of fissures out there, and we have to pull it together. We're going to be a whole different movement, and we're not going to win elections. When you see these party elders come out, I think there's something really interesting, a realignment happening on the right and with the Republican Party. They actually don't want to listen to people like Mitt Romney. He's a good man. He's a respected figure. But they don't want to listen to him on who they should vote for. What Mitt Romney was doing yesterday, just so everybody can understand, he was sending the message to all of his fellow billionaires, to all of those big financiers who supported his race, write checks. It's time to get engaged. It's time to stop Donald Trump. That's what that call was. And that's why you see almost an increased kind of desperation in some of these voices, that they feel like if they don't do it now, actually Donald Trump could actually get the nomination. And the weird thing is, I actually think they help push him. They push Donald Trump's inevitability, if it is, even further when they do this. So it's a crazy political plan that I dumb.
Matt, I couldn't agree with you anymore. Endorsements make absolutely no difference this year, and you're right. The more establishment figures attack Donald Trump, the more establishment figures help Donald Trump. Well, good luck. What time does Trump speak there tomorrow?
he's going to be starting us off tomorrow morning.
Okay, who needs coffee? CPAC has Donald Trump tomorrow morning, bright and early. Matt Schlapp, thank you so much for being with us, and would love to talk to you again early next week to get a wrap on CPAC. That does it for us this morning on